This is Harvey and Rosie's quilts. When I first met Rosie, she knew I could work a sewing machine. I could shorten my pants, sew my stripes on my uniform. Little did she know that where we would be today. So,
I designed it,
I cut the material,
I pieced it,
and I quilted.
and I do the binding because he can't do bindings.
So right now we're going to do a little bit of quilting, and then we'll show you all the quilts in the house.
Did you want to zoom in on that?
You can get a little closer there.
And he's going to
And this is my construction quilt. Here I put a hammer in there, and the original material is down here. And as you can see, we have the 6 stop signs which went around it, and the hammers went around it. And as we go around here, here we have another stack and whack, stack deck. This is Rosie's shopping cart and her trees
how to help the environment. It's meant for kids
and her
to
polar
be able
bears.
to read. And all the conditions.
This one here is,
We want. Oh, sorry. And this is the original, and then this is the leftover from it. And I was trying to do buildings because there was a New York skyline. Can I do this one?
oh, this is our trip around America in 2000. Every state we went through, and to remember what state's what, I drew a drawing and wrote down the states and the same shape as the material from each state.
And it's about 80 quilt stores. And some fabric I got over time. No, we're going this way. Some fabric I got over time. I'm going to hold up to it. This was one that after I did this, I was looking for some other fabric. Ricky Timms, when he was not as famous, made a different fabric. I finally found it for this quilt. I realized the reason it took so long, I got the material in '99 on that trip. Now, if you look at this, you're thinking she used a lot of different bright colors. Wrong. One fabric and black. That's it. So that
Okay.
was one of my.
All right.
We going that way. Then we got a butterfly one. I like butterflies, but I figured I better have one for me since I was making some for selling ones.
This one here is 12 Tribes of Israel.
And that's another stack of wax. That's cartoons that we found at his mom's house. And I said, I gotta preserve these. So he traced on the wall, on the window them. And my favorite one is Dennis Menace. Here.
Dennis Menace. They're not sugar-free donuts.
They're
called bagels.
Now we going this way?
Now, this is my train quilt. These look like my American Flyer train. It's 39 feet long around the top of the building in the house.
Busy Bee helped.
Busy Bee helped me make it. This one I made all by myself. And then we have, as we go around there on my trains, I put, see a crossing, an engine, and another engine. And we'll just go around here. Here's a train quilt I made. Rosie has another one she made, different design, same material. And there's another train material. This whole room is basically train materials. Well, almost. Because up there is
Hot air balloons.
hot air
and
balloons.
It's made as an education display to say how we can help the bees. And if you look closely, this is Chinese food, this material originally. And we're going to flip it over to show what the original material was. And this was some scraps that got rejected from the front here. These got rejected from the front, so they became part of the bees. The the back.
And this one is the original
Stacked one.
hexagon stack and whack we made. It was 3.5 inches cut. We decided it's too small, so now everything is made at 4 inches.
Now the one below is one of the few that we didn't do anything except for binding. That was made by Julie the Irish as a block. Okay, this is another one, if you notice that music one we had upstairs, except this has black in the background, and this is what the original material looked like. And these are overcast together that hopefully another time I can move them around, but I'm not there.
This is Rosie's train quilt.
So we both sometimes do, and then do the design a little.
And up here we have
Just fun with the blues and how to make
blues.
that work
This is a
without
fish
cutting.
quilt. We can see that one.
And that one, Busy Bee members made different blocks. The trick was how to line it up without looking like it was lined up because they're all squares or rectangles.
And then this one is a food star.
Now, if you look closely, the hot air balloon, this and that are all three the same material.
Okay, now we have the material we bought in Seward, Alaska.
His and hers.
This one I made, and this one Rosie made, and this one up here is New York skyline. Right.
That was a challenge.
That was a challenge quilt, so it's basically straight lines. And then here we have New York.
Now, on the original one that I sort of patterned this after, instead of the corners said apple for Big Apple, but I figured out here they get totally confused. So I changed the words in the corner a little bit.
Okay.
Now which way we going? Okay, even the bathrooms have quilts.
This is called Fractured
Rainbow.
Fractured
Originally
Rainbow.
was supposed to have that gray. I didn't like, so I went to this one. It's one of the few ones that I have 8 triangles, but what's hard is there's only one way to turn them, and I don't like them, so I went this one. This material I shortened from a skirt, and I decided to use it because when we went to Houston, this is to remind me of the fancy Super Bowl quilt show in Houston. This is another stacked deck. You can see I like it. That's a fun pattern. And you can also see where the seams don't meet, but that one I changed a little. This is another one that I decided to set it up a little and leave the phone ring.
This is my Dahlia shirt.
You want
Here.
me to go up or no?
Go.
Okay.
This is my Dahlia shirt. And then Rosie and I each made a quilt of this digital dahlia material. These look like real dahlias. Oh no. And that's mine. That's a fireman quilt. Oh, this one here is my Dahlia quilt. It's 90 inches wide, 45 inches high, and there's 2 of them. So we have that. This is our one we can change because it's Velcro on the back, so we can change 128 different designs. This one here is a butterfly. This one is made for Jan, Rosie's cousin in New York. She likes cats, so there's cats. This is a strip quilt.
It was someone said, what's your favorite color? And I started thinking back to this one. And I realized I had a whole collection of blues, but I didn't use them, so now I was gonna.
Yeah. And then we have this one hanging on the sliding back door. And that was our chuppah quilt at our wedding. And that rounds out the house.
Okay, so you
There
got
we
your
go.
Dahlia